What's up, Aquarius? Good morning. Good late night if you've still been up celebrating or partying. The sacred Hallows here. This is our Hallows reading. Did it pulling an all-nighter here. Actually, I'm a late night owl, so I probably wouldn't be in bed anyways, but starting on Halloween, now into the Day of the Dead. This is for our witch's year, for the overall energies that will be transiting for you from now until Halloween of next year. And it is also for this upcoming month, as we go through this time of Scorpio. Your cards are flipping here, so I'm going to start laying them down. So this is in celebration of the YouTube channel. That was crazy. That I'm starting Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings. So make sure to go ahead and check on there, subscribe. I will be doing astrological tarot-based readings monthly and mid-monthly. And if you would like a private reading, go ahead and message the page. So starting out here with your general reading, sun, moon, rising sign in the sign of Aquarius, or if you're dealing with a sun, moon, rising in Aquarius, here we have your subconscious energy, the 10 of Cups. So super sweet. Even if things seem crazy, your motivation is that you want to have this peace and harmony and long-term success. Now, you've shown up in a lot of people's readings, Aquarius, a lot of people's, and I'm seeing some similar themes from other readings in yours, so that makes sense. So starting off here, we have the Four of Wands. So wanting to get things started and really wanting to date with the Two of Cups there, really wanting to initiate a really good relationship. You might love the dating phase right now and really surprise yourself with it, that you want to kind of come out the box, so to speak, and get into this. Now, part of the reason why is you can be feeling a soulmate connection with this person. Or it could be a person from the past who's coming in, who really brings, kind of catches you off guard and brings out this childlike energy towards you. You could have good fortune when it comes to the children in your life being very blessed and protected, or having a child. But definitely I can see someone coming back from the past in a good way and really just opening you up romantically. The person is reaching and touching their heart. This is the Santa Muerte Tarot. Here, befitting of the season and of the day now that we are Dia de los Muertos. Excuse me, I've been doing a lot of readings, but we're almost there. So, yes, now you have all this high hopes energy, but down here, you're weeding some stuff. You're weeding some stuff out. The Nine of Wands, excuse me, is like all of this like trauma and baggage, and like literally it's like you are going to meet someone, even though this is the general and not the reading portion, you are definitely going to meet somebody who is, or have met someone who is knocking down your walls and making you take a hatchet to all the walls that you've had there, a machete, a scythe, and really decide to meet them halfway, to blend in, like to blend with them and create an alchemy, a partnership here, and a lot of inspiration and creativity. Now this could also be in business. You could have someone that you've worked with before who's coming back and just reigniting everything. Maybe a coworker returns, or someone who, for those of you who are creative, I feel a number of you are, someone who comes back and reinvigorates a project, something that you had put to rest that you thought was over, coming back but in a really good way. I feel like you're going to have a really good mix of like kind of like a reverse, like when you let something go, new things happen, like new things come from old people coming back basically, and old things were let go of by like new people helping you let go of them, if that makes sense. So it's like people are going to come, the fresh new people are going to help you release things from the past, and then the people from the past that come in a good way are going to help like ignite things in your life and get you in a good phase. Like they're going to come and like spark your interest. It reminds me of the in astrology, when someone is on somebody's vertex, it's like they hit, like they can, when they speak to you, you are inspired like no one else. Like 10 other people could tell you the same thing, but when this person speaks to you, when these partners speak to you, you're just like, you hear it, you feel it, you get it, like mind and heart there going on, and joy with that. A lot of creative energy, a lot of some fertile energy going on there. But yeah, there's a lot of just making things happen. So I feel like you could have some travel here going on that you want to plan, and it's an exploratory energy. It's you feeling how good it is to like cut things down so that you can get things moving again. Like you've been trying to push like these boulders and just working against them, and then you realize, wait, if I cut like the vines that have grown around them, then they'll just fall themselves. And so you're learning what you don't have to push so much, and that gives you energy and stamina and excitement to push towards what you actually want. And you're gonna really have to work at balancing like your excited energy with needing to rest. You don't want to push yourself too hard. That is a coffin there that can get to your health. So make sure you rest your mind. But it's very beautiful. This is all fire and water signs. Sagittarians being very, very big for you guys, as well as Aries. But I'm seeing a lot of Sagittarius here, and as well as Cancers and Scorpios and Pisces. So water signs and fire signs really getting things going, being good for business and travel and excitement for you. I feel like getting control of your health. Some of you have had health yo-yoing back and forth, like when you first change your diet, when you first go to farmer's market and things, or your body starts doing well, but then it kind of goes back to feeling wonky. And I feel like you're going to find that root cause of what it is, and you're going to find your own unique balance of what it takes of health and diet and emotional and spiritual health to get that balance. For a big part of you, some of your health stems from what you eat, of course, but also from your connections with each other. You need a lot more hugs and heart-to-heart contact than you're letting yourself have sometimes, Aquarius. And I think you're going to go ahead and start allowing those connections, because we have joy here, So she's learning to transition into joy and to let things go. So here, as under the sign of Sagittarius, I'm feeling a lot as fall's ending there and going into winter. You're going to really start rejoicing in the present. A lot of signs having some intuition coming up, scrying. You're going to see that there's really no reason not to trust at this time. There's really not. You have these beautiful partnerships. It's interesting. It's fun. It's accelerating you forward in life, and you have sweetness and synergy, which goes perfect with that Wheel of Fortune. So even when things seem to cycle down, it's just so you can see what your triggers are, so you can release them and move forward. Jupiter and Scorpio, Jupiter rules the Wheel of Fortune over here, is, square. It's not harmonious to the sign of Aquarius, but I feel like it's meant to do that, to give you that bit of a rub so that you can do some work that you need to do, so you can allow to open up to all this other goodness. You need something to make you a little bit raw, to shake things up, and Aquarius is like that. You're the sign of the rebel. You're ruled by Uranus, which is this planet, this erratic planet that has a sideways orbit and does its own funky thing. So you need a little bit of a shake up, and it's going to happen in a good way. And so when you feel yourself being triggered by things in the past, you might feel yourself being triggered to things that have to do with religion and beliefs and different cultures and races and ethics and morals and philosophies. When you feel that happening, allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to change and to transform. And I also feel like some of you are going to explore anger around that, but anger in a good way, where you're going to learn what needs to be defended and what needs to be laid to rest. So I feel like when it comes to people, and you know what, Aquarius is the sign of the activist. I do feel some of you who are on that path, and maybe who haven't yet been on that path, stepping more into a place of being an activist, and stepping more into a place of being like, like all this stuff is BS. Like it's time to cut down all this stuff that does not work at my work, that doesn't work in our community, that doesn't work in our family, in our home. There could be big changes at home that you want to do in that way. This is blocking love. This is blocking us from being able to connect and be decent and loving and human with each other. So I feel like you will want to make those changes. But it's all looking pretty good moving forward for your general reading. So now we will go ahead and look at your love forecast. What's going on for love for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising this hallowed season, and themes over the next witches year. For Sun, Moon and Rising Aquarius. Love reading. Okay, we'll stop there. And I do shuffle at length before I go live as well. In your head, Aquarius. Okay. Looky there. You really want to have a partnership move to the next level. A lot of you Aquarians are really ready for that. Now, there could be some third partying going on. And I've noticed that in the other readings, quite often when there was third party situations, Aquarius would pop up. So what are you doing, Aquarius? What are you about? What are you mixed up in? Aquarius definitely looks at relationships different than any other sign of the zodiac, usually. But you have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So there's definitely an intermixing of other relationships for some of you who are deciding, like, oh, well, should I just go for what I want regardless of who they're attached to, kind of thing? Should I just kind of sneak on in there? So there's some things that you are trying to decide. Do I just shoot from the hip and go after what I want? I have free will, they have free will, I can just, make my intentions known, do what I want. Or should I wait it out because I know that that's kind of, bumped up, and that's going to lead to heartbreak for both of us, or all of us, or some of us. And should I wait and work it out and actually build up my own partnership that I can believe in, that I don't have to worry about someone coming and infiltrating? So, your psyche is kind of really torn on this for some of you. And some of you, it's the fear of a third party coming in, the fear of, I feel like the betrayal of a friend, the betrayal of, or when you have, some of you have had partners, lost partners to third party situations, or are trying to heal things where there has been cheating or third party situations, coming about. And I feel like there's part of that it's like that was your friend, that was your confidant, that was your sense of home, this person. And so it's very painful to deal with that. And yet you're also like kind of rationalizing it and being, trying to figure out, well, should our relationship have a different setup? What is, free will and all of that. So I'm trying to look at it from a different point of view. So some of you are being a bit too self-sacrificing with your hearts and allowing partners to walk all over you, allowing people to get away with cheating, or, for those of you who are dating, that they're talking to, 5 other people over here, and that your heart is in an emotional place. You're in a place of wanting comfort, and you're being a straight shooter and saying what you want in that situation for some of you, and wanting to put in the work for the stable relationship over here, but you're sacrificing your heart, and you're allowing, your Two of Wands, choosing that to let that person kind of run you amok. So it's very important to really look at that this time and make sure that you are taking care of yourself, because I feel like there's a lot of Aquarians with a lot of broken hearts, who are rationalizing why, it's not that big of a deal, when really you are in a place where you really want a partnership going to the next level, Hello. Yes, and for those of you who are, being a little bit careless in relationships or with other people's partnerships, there is the message that's going to leave you solitary at this time. So I don't feel in the end that Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Risings who are, getting involved in other people's relationships that are already established, I don't think that Aquarius will be the winning party in those. And that has been a theme throughout the other readings. So just keep that in mind, Aquarius, because I see that you have the stuff. Believe in yourself. You definitely have the stuff to stay connected with others, and build something to the next level. You really, really do. And you do have, it's hidden behind all your analysis, but you do have this emotional, sensitive self here. You have fears just like all the other signs, just like everybody else. And you also have, your own spiritual beliefs that you're coming to terms with and trying to figure out. If you are wanting a more open relationship or experimental relationship, I'm feeling like for some of you, you might have Uranus on your moon, and this might also apply to you. For those of you who are wanting a more open family setting or relationship, the key is communication with your partner. The things get bad when there's all different types of communication that are going on and none of the full truth is explained, or if you start fighting because you guys have different opinions of if it's okay or not, instead of just hearing each other out first and foremost. So it's really asking you to listen to what people are saying, read the subconscious, the subtext of it and what's coming out subconsciously, but not to over-analysis, but just for honesty, to hear each other better. So let's go ahead and draw some oracles. This is the Lay Vampire Oracle here, and we will draw oracles for the love reading of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Hallowed season. Oh, here we go down here. And one more. So, yes, we have transgression, flaws, contradictions, and mistakes. So some of you are definitely either your partners or yourself have gone through some damaging situations, and there's definitely been wrong that has been done, and it's been hard to let go of, and you got that death will come, mortal, finite, fragile. So really asking you to let go of it, because here we have sacrifice, renunciation, offering, and letting go, and that's the message of the Hangman too. Sacrificing in a good way and letting go. So you might have to bite the dust and let go of a partner if you've been deciding between 2 or more partners, or if your partner hasn't been faithful for you and you've been the faithful one. It might be time to let them go if you guys can't agree on what type of relationship that you want to have. Open, closed, monogamous, etc. Yes, it might be time to sacrifice that and move on, because you do have the markers to have a really stable, good relationship. So it's about seeing what you really want. Yes, you are just mortal and you want to go and enjoy yourself while you can, but also carrying this guilt is not something that is good, and allowing others to treat you that way if it's happening on the other end is not good as well. So let's go ahead and see what it is that Aquarius needs to release at this time of the Hallows. So we have the Deviant Moon Tarot here. What does Aquarius need to release this Hallowed season? Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. What do they need to release at this time? Sun, Moon, and Rising, Aquarius. Okay. Oh, I love this card. I love how this 2 of Pentacles looks. The Juggle. Yep, it's the juggle of the third party. So, and this can be in mind, maybe it hasn't been acted upon. You guys are cerebral signs. We have the Queen of Swords, the ex. It could be an ex that's cheated, and the need to release it and get over it and move on. It's coming up again. And the 2 of Pentacles, juggling 2 relationships. Maybe one's business, one's pleasure, that kind of thing. Identifying yourself as the ex, or as the widow, or as the divorcee kind of thing. Those are all things to let go of. And for some of you, this is with friendships, seeing yourself as the excommunicated, as the one who wasn't accepted and chosen, or the person who's in the back, and feeling like you have to play the social game. There's been a big theme of that, I've noticed, especially over the past month with Aquarius. I think getting kind of fed up, and certain strands of Aquarius, Aquarian people, just getting to the point where it's kind of like, screw it, I'm going to do what I want in relationships, I'm going to do what I want in friendships, and just really going for these dynamics and triangles that in the end I don't think Aquarius is very fulfilled by. So that is it's asking you to release that. If you've been harmed by others in third-party situations, again, social or friends or even workplace, but a lot of this is romantic at this point, or if you have been doing it to others, it's asking you to watch juggling people like that. Watch letting people juggle you that way. Also know that you can balance, all that good that we had in your general reading about your, all other aspects of life. Know that you can balance those with romantic life as well. So release those fears, okay? So that is your reading for this Hallowed season. Thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. I will be uploading, going live on Pisces in a moment here. And please go ahead and like, share, subscribe. Go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. It's just bare bones now, but I'll be getting it loaded up all nice and transferring these videos there. And please go ahead and like the page and share and tag if you hadn't already, and I will see you guys in a moment.